suffered a similar issue. Polygon actually put out an article today saying that securing the vaccine shouldn't be harder than buying a PS5. Tell me a little bit about this.
Yeah, well, I can tell you kind of a funny story. It's not really a story. It's more of a comment
Hmm.
that I made to Laura, my wife. She was in the room at one point in this office here, and I was trying to make the appointment. And I said to her in such like this serious, disgruntled voice, I was like, honey, I mean, this is like getting a PS5, you know? Like, and I was dead serious. Like, I wasn't even laughing about it. I was like, and that's bullshit.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And she was like, honey, it's okay. Like, you'll get one. I'm like, yeah, well, it's like getting a goddamn PS5. And I just like repeated myself. And then I was like, you know what? There's got to be somebody else that I can, relate to with this. And then I started texting other people. I was like, hey, man, like, isn't this like the goddamn fucking PS5? And I was just, like old man yelling at cloud thing.
Totally.
And Zach texted me back. He's like, oh, yeah, dude. I was thinking the same thing. And I was like, goddamn right you were.
Isn't this a guy that has a PS5?
Oh, yeah.
Well, he can get fucked.
Yeah. Yeah. Who are you, to say that to me?
Right, seriously. It's like, oh yeah, man,
But
that's
yeah,
so hard getting a PS5. Yeah, fuck off.
yeah. So yeah, I saw this article and I was like, all right, we gotta talk about this on the show. And I didn't really read it because I didn't really have to, but I did read one of the excerpts, which is, it's as if I'm trying to get an exclusive pair of sneakers, but I'm actually trying to save my life and my family's life.
Yeah.
So it made me smirk, but then it made me realize, like, damn, I mean, this is kind of real. Should people be patient? Yes, but at the same time, I can understand the sense of urgency
Right.
with people wanting to get this right away, and the experience so far has not been too pretty.
You know what though? That something that's kind of amazed me with this whole process is how many people have had a difficult time securing an appointment, but then their appointment ends up being like within 14 days.
Mm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
for example, like a couple of the guys I work with, they were talking about the troubles that they went through to get an appointment, but they ended up getting an appointment the same week. So it may be difficult to get the vaccine, but it doesn't seem like it's difficult to get it quickly, if
Mm-hmm.
that makes sense. You would think that, like, I was fully expecting to like have to wait until July, as an example. Like I was expecting,
Sure.
this to be a process. So, but I mean, if you've got the setup and you have like, multiple monitors, I can show you some configurations you can use to, beat the system. There's some auto refreshers out there you can install in your browser, and it'll be great. I'm telling you.
Well, the sad thing is I bet you there's a lot of folks that have gone that route with booking this vaccination appointment.
Yeah.
Multiple monitors, staying up till midnight. Like Lauren told me that she read an article that if you stay up till midnight or you wake up at, I don't know, 5 o'clock in the morning,
Mm,
you have a better chance of getting one. And I'm just thinking, that's not fucking practical.
no.
It's not practical if you're an adult, a responsible one.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. It's a bit of a mess right now, but at the same time, I would encourage people, just like you encouraged me, to just keep trying.
Mm-hmm.
Try calling some numbers if you can, and just be patient. Because
Yeah.
from what I understand, at least in the state of Connecticut, Ned Lamont is stating that by the end of the month, we're going to have more vaccinations to go around, so appointments will be less scarce.
In the Twitch chat, Data Dive is saying, I'm trying to get one right now, and the slots come and go as fast as you see them. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, look, just think of it this way. At the very least, like, our age group is used to, like, dealing with scalpers and fucking bots and stuff, stealing our
Hmm.
PS5s and our Xboxes. Can you imagine, like, somebody's grandma who missed the first two rounds trying to get this?
Hmm.
Somebody
Hmm.
who's not like super computer savvy. My mom, she's pretty good with computers. She was able to get one, but my father, he needed help, and thankfully he was able to get an appointment too. I came over and I helped him out. I don't know that he would have been able to do it without my help.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm. Yeah, no, that's a really excellent point. In fact, somebody at work mentioned that to me today. They were saying that you got to think about the people that have poor internet connections
mm,
or are not proficient in using web browsers and stuff.
hmm.
It's not fair. I mean, at least it's easy, and thankfully you can do it over the phone. But yeah, all in all, man, I can see the comparison with the PS5. That fucking thing is still
Yeah.
still so hard to get, and I really hope to acquire one soon. That's another little announcement
Hmm.
for all of the folks that are rooting for me to get a PS5. It is still happening. Um, And I would say within I would say between now and June is my target window,
Okay.
which I feel like is kind of respectable as long as I can, not do the dual monitor thing. But dude, if I end up losing my mind, I might have to summon you and be like, listen, Drew, I'm gonna pay you $50 to like stay up at this window of time. You use your setup and you secure me a PS5 and you mail it to me and I'll pay for the shipping.